What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Capricorn sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of December 22nd and January 19th, then you are a Capricorn sun sign and this video is for you. In today's reading we're going to be doing a Halloween/Samhain spread. This is a time of year when the veil is thinning and autumn is upon us. Traditionally it means the end of the harvest. Although the only thing anyone's really harvesting nowadays comes from Whole Foods, unless you're a farmer, of course. But the tradition has spanned the eons, and so we maintain it. And this is a time when the veil is thinned, and the perception of the fourth and higher dimensions is greater than ever. So I wanted to do a spread that kind of captures the energy of this time and really gives us some direction and focus in our lives. So this spread is designed to tell you what to embrace, what to let go of, what courages and fears you have, as well as what to celebrate and what to contemplate in your life. I'm going to be using the Druidcraft Tarot. This is a Druid themed and Wicca themed deck, so it's perfect for Samhain, which is a Wicca tradition, and I think it's a perfect deck to be using right now. Let me introduce you to my crystal allies. I've got my Sodalite sphere as always. I got a Sunstone sphere here to bring some positive vibes, but I also got a Indigo Gabbro, or aka a Mystic Merlinite stone sphere, and this crystal helps to bridge the gaps between the third dimensions and the higher realms. And I think that's perfect. That's what we're trying to do today. Oh, this card is all over the place. Do you want to be involved already? It's going to help bridge the gap between those dimensions so that we can bring down some information to help you guys. Okay, Capricorn friends? So give me a moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards the question: what are the energies surrounding Capricorn sun signs at the time of Halloween or Samhain? Alright, that ought to do it. Just like that. And we're going to deal out 6 cards. Okay, and we're also going to go to the Druid Animal Oracle, and we're going to ask it what message it has for Capricorn sun signs at the time of Halloween or Samhain. What message for Capricorn sun signs at the time of Halloween or Samhain? And we're going to take a look at that card at the end of the reading. So we'll go through this one at a time. Let me just say that the spread is set up in this top half represents the light side of things, and this bottom half represents the dark side. So we'll look at them in conjunction with each other. First, we're going to look at life and what to embrace. Oh, we've got the 7 of Cups. So this is what you should be embracing at the time of Halloween or Samhain in this general time frame. Give me a moment. Alright, this card is asking you to really look at your options. So often in life, we get kind of on a one-track minded mentality. We have a goal, we want to pursue that goal, we'll do everything we can to pursue that goal, and then we'll go to the next goal. This card is suggesting that you broaden your horizons, that you accept more possibility into your life, and really think bigger. If you think that, I can only make 30 grand a year, that's kind of limiting yourself, because the best case scenario is you're going to make 30 grand a year. But if you start to say to yourself, I make $200,000 a year, now maybe you're not necessarily going to make $200,000 a year, but you've opened up that possibility. It's now a possibility. You've told the universe that is a possibility. So it's not just with dollar figures as far as income, but I mean, expand your possibilities, expand what's your ideas of possible, and I think that's going to help you to open up your life in so many different ways. And this could go from finances to romance, to relationships, to also the spirituality, to all sorts of things. So think bigger, allow more options into your life, and I think that's going to really help you at this time to expand your realm of possibility. So definitely think about that, and think of, have you been keeping a one-track mind? Have you been limiting your scope of possibility a little bit? If you have, then this is the message for you. All right, this card is Death, and it represents what to let go of at this time. And we've got the Princess of Wands. Can you see that? Oh yeah, perfectly. Alright, I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you, remember this is a general reading, not everything applies to everyone, but a lot of you need to let go of kind of moving forward without a definite plan. Just going through like the motions based on momentum, possibly. When I see this card, I think of someone who just kind of, oh, we're going over here now, time for an adventure this way. And you know, that aspect, if you don't have it, is something that you should cultivate. But if you've got a lot of it, then maybe it's time to dial it back a little bit. You know what I mean? So this card is asking you to maybe be a little bit more pragmatic, a little bit more cautious in your approach. And I don't mean cautious as in like not taking chances, but I mean cautious as in planning things out and kind of visualizing how things are going to go. And yes, the first thing to go in a battle is your plans, right? I mangle that expression up, but that's the general gist of it. So yes, your plans might not come to fruition, but at least having a plan will help you to get more organized and allow you to spend your time in a better way so that no time is wasted, or less time is wasted, I should say. So if you're the type to just go willy-nilly off into the nethers, then this card is suggesting that you kind of slow things down a little bit and really think about things before you engage in them. To some degree, it's all about balance, of course, and you don't want to go too far into one side or the other. But if this is resonating with you, if you've been just kind of going forward unconsciously, then maybe it's time to let go of that and to start thinking about things in a more logical but also emotion-based way. All right, this card here represents your courage at this time. We've got another princess. We've got the Princess of Cups. Okay, the gist I'm getting from this card is that you're courageous in the way that you are allowing yourself to kind of feel emotions, and you're allowing yourself to feel into your emotions. And that is a very courageous thing. So many of us will find an emotion that we don't like, and we'll kind of suppress it and try to hide it, stuff it down underneath a whole bunch of stuff so that it kind of festers and grows and rots down there, eventually manifesting in the form of a physical malady. You know what I mean? So you are courageous in the way that you are allowing yourself to feel emotions, and you're not really suppressing any. And this is both with positive and negative emotions. And so I do feel like that's something that you do well, and you should continue to do it. That is one of your strengths. That's your courage, and that is a courageous thing to do, is just to allow all emotions to occur. That is courageous. A lot of people will just run away from those bad emotions. So good job. Keep that up. You're doing a great job so far. But there is a flip side to that, and that is represented in this card with your fears. Uh-oh, we got the Lovers. This could be a fear of intimacy, a fear of getting too close, a fear of, and not necessarily with a person. Yes, it could be with a person. Maybe some of you feel scared, or have some fear as far as opening yourself up to another person and allowing another person into your life, and really making those compromises that are necessary to make sure a relationship is lasting and is healthy. But this could also be, having a fear of loving something so much that it kind of changes your life. Let's say this is just a bad example, but let's say you are a lawyer and you make $100,000 a year, but you love to do watercolors, okay? And maybe you have a fear of, abandoning your practice in favor of being an artist. and you kind of fear getting to, allowing your passion to be the front and center. So that could possibly be, and that's just a bad example, but I mean, it's not so. You can apply that to many different things, and just having a fear of following your passions, a fear of that. I think that's what it is, a fear of just following your highest passions, and that's not a healthy thing. So yes, that lawyer is making $100,000 a year. He's can afford a house, a car, but deep down, is that lawyer truly feeling happy? Is he feeling productive? Is he feeling like he's following his internal guidance? The answer is probably no, and in the long run, in the end, that lawyer is going to be very unsatisfied. So you got to follow your passions, even if society says, "Oh, that passion's stupid." Screw society. Who cares what anyone says or thinks or feels about it? All that you're responsible for is you, and make sure that you're being responsible to your passions. All right, this card here represents what to celebrate now in the time of Halloween or Samhain, if you're into Wicca. And we've got the Two of Cups. Celebrate those super close relationships that so often we take for granted. It's so easy to take for granted a relationship that's always been there, and you assume that it's always going to be there. So you kind of, get kind of lazy on it. You don't feed it the energy it needs. You don't put the time or the effort or any of the resources into it. And this card is asking you to really celebrate that. Be very grateful for all those relationships. This could be friends, this could be families, this could be romantic partners, those close relationships that are so beneficial, that help us navigate through the darkness, and they keep us feeling good. Anyone who's ever been lonely for any period of time, extended period of time, knows that there's nothing quite like it. And these relationships are so important to us. We're a community-based organism. We need the love, the affection, the attention. We need to talk to others. So be sure that you're appreciating these relationships. And if you feel like you don't have one of these relationships, you're lying to yourself. You do. It's just that maybe you're just wallowing so much in negativity that you really can't acknowledge it. Even if it's just your mailman who talks to you every day. I mean, that's something to really show gratitude towards. It's something that is a very positive thing in your life, okay? So celebrate that. This card here represents what to contemplate at the time of Halloween or Samhain. And we've got the Five of Cups. I'm seeing a lot of cup energy here, Capricorn friends. I don't see a lot of cup energy usually from you guys. Getting the feeling that this is an emotional time for a lot of you, which is interesting. Usually, when I do these readings, I don't get a lot of cup energy from the Capricorns, but definitely today I'm feeling the emotions that are going on here at this time. And the Five of Cups is saying that you need to contemplate how you are responding to your emotions. Remember, the Princess of Cups said, that's your courage in allowing your emotions to occur, but how are you responding to them? When you respond to your negative emotions, do you kind of latch onto them and kind of center on them and just focus on them, while your positive emotions are left over here in the corner saying, hey, what about us? You forgot about us. And that's an easy way to delve into depression or negativity. So this card is asking you to contemplate how you are experiencing your emotions. Are you giving equal weight to your positive and negative emotions? Are you ignoring one more than the other? Are you allowing them? One thing, like with negative emotions, a lot of us will allow them to influence us in a very negative way. We'll feel sadness, and as a result, we'll become sad. And this is obviously, you would say, is part of human nature. But for those who are more emotionally involved, they look at their sadness and they say, oh, why am I sad? What do I need to change? What is causing this sadness, and how can I remove this cause so that I don't feel it in the future, rather than just saying, oh, I'm sad now. You know what I mean? So definitely analyze your emotions a little bit more and give equal weight to all of them. And I think that's something that you should contemplate at this time of Halloween and Samhain, so that you are using your emotions to their, for their highest good. Okay. Last thing we're going to look is we asked what message for the time of Halloween and Samhain for Capricorn sun signs, using the Druid Animal Oracle, and we've got the reversed air dragon. Ooh. All right, so to me this card is a little bit about becoming ungrounded. Maybe getting so involved with spirituality or religion that you're kind of losing focus or losing contact and becoming like obsessive or even a little deluded and just ungrounded and just away from society a little bit. So the message here is, I get the feeling that there's so much emotion going on here, so much fiery passion in your lives, Capricorn friends, that it could be easy for you to lose grounded connection with Earth and kind of just fly off into the no man's land. And, this can manifest itself in doing like irrational things based on emotions or, just losing contact or communication with people that you're close to, or losing the passion that you once had for different hobbies or activities. So definitely this card is asking you to remain grounded. Do not get deluded. Don't fall into the worship traps that religion often has, or even like non-religious spirituality. We often have this tendency towards gurus and just eating up every word a guru says and not really questioning it and kind of worshiping them in a way. This card is saying, let's not get into all of that. And if you are getting into all that, let's dial it back a little bit. Let's get more grounded. Ways you can do this is spend more time in nature, do more meditations, grounded meditations, work with grounding crystals. The black crystals really help a lot to help you stay grounded, like obsidian and numite and what the heck is I'm blanking. Magnetite. I mean, there's a lot. Smoky quartz. All these crystals can help ground you. So that is my advice for you, Capricorn friends. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave a like if you did. It lets me know that you enjoyed it and I did something right here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about these readings. And if you want a reading tailored just for you, where I tap into your energies, then head on over to my Etsy shop. I'll put a link in the description down below, so you can just click on that and head on over there. And yeah, I really appreciate you tuning in, Capricorn friends. It looks like this time of Halloween and Samhain is going to be pretty emotionally charged for a lot of you. But if you follow the steps given here, if you really show gratitude and appreciation for your friends and family, if you connect with your emotions and understand your emotions more, then they're going to be working for you rather than against you. And that is a beautiful thing. So I wish you guys all a happy Halloween or a happy Samhain if you're Wicca. And yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.